Welcome to another episode of the Mad Lucrative Podcast. I am your host, the one only, maybe no seven in the building. This episode is brought to you by Phoenix Audio. Listen, if you need some microphones, especially my clubs, because listen, I went to one spot, the club microphones, them joints smell straight like Hennessy. It is time for you to get a new microphone set. Please, I'm not gonna call the name of the club, but you know who you are. Figure it out. Get you some Phoenix Audio headphones, microphones, in-ears, all this stuff. Go to Phoenix Audio. If you're watching this on YouTube, click the link in the description. You'll get a little promo, a little discount on me, right? So listen, this is Scorpio season. All of us Scorpios, we are here. Just show your love. Where your love at? Hey, we're here. So all of my Scorpio kings and queens, I hope that y'all had a phenomenal birthday. If your birthday has not already passed, it's coming. Yo, shouts out to you. What's next? Is it Capricorn? I don't know none of this stuff. I think it's crazy that people be trying to pick partners based off of their sign. Like, so you're a Scorpio. So my sign is actually this, and then based off of the horoscope, like we supposed to match it. I'm like, you're not gonna match. I'm just gonna. What did God say? What did Big Jesus say? If Big Jesus didn't look at you in your eye and say, that is your woman, that ain't it. You are moving out of the spirit. You are moving in guile. Pastor Savage, is it called guile? I don't know the name of it. You are a vagabond in the spirit of God. Straight vagabond spirits. But anyway, hopefully everybody has had a phenomenal November so far. Thanksgiving is right around the corner. All my parents, Christmas is around the corner. All my parents, I'm gonna let y'all know this too. It is time for us to hold our children accountable for the things that they do in this world. It is time. So my daughters are now having to earn Christmas. I'm just gonna front. I'm gonna let you know. My daughters, what we realized, me and my wife we had a conversation. And we were just like, okay, well, based off of how these girls have been moving, based off of it's just been weird. It's just been weird, right? It's just like they have like schizo like moments. It's just like they do so good, and they're little angels. The girls, and I have a 7-year-old and a 10-year-old. My 10-year-old is on the spectrum, but high functioning. Like she's just doing whatever she does, right? She's so good. She's got cast for the stage play Madeline. Shouts out to my baby. Right? But this is the thing, and this is what I realized. These mothers are crazy. They are crazy. I said, okay, so this is one thing, and this is kind of some of the logic that we've been having to go through, and this is how Christmas got canceled, right? In the Crawford household, Christmas is canceled until you earn it. If you want something from your daddy, and they say, Daddy, can I have a phone? No, you cannot. Pastor Savage said coal. Everybody get a box of coal, the black coal too, the big charcoal, like the one that go on the grill. For real. All right, so this is what I told her. I said, all right, y'all have been destroying everything in this house. And maybe part of it is my fault because I've been looking for new properties. Also, I told my daughters, I said, well, we're probably going to build a barndominium. And if y'all did not know, listen, a barndominium is one of the sexiest pieces of real estate that you could ever get. It's just space. You could get LED lights underneath your steps. You can have all open. It's just sexy. It's sexy. But I've been looking at building one of those so I can have a compound where all of my lucrative community people or whoever wants to come to Georgia, they want to come to my space. Well, we got Studio A over, kind of like a little small baby Tyler Perry studio on my lot, right? So I've been looking at building that, moving into 26, moving into 27. And I told my girls, maybe I should not have told them this. Because right now, since I've told them that, they disrespect the household back to back. I say, what make you think that you deserve a room with all this extra stuff if you don't take care of the one that you got? So for that reason, Christmas is canceled. I said, y'all got it. It's over. And this is one question too for all of my parents. If you have a kid, at what age did you allow your kid to have cell phones? Because mine don't have nothing right now. They are dry, and they try to get mine. They see dad have 2 phones. They try to take mine and sneak. Like, I'm gonna get on YouTube. I'm like, no, you're not gonna do that. No, put it down. That's mine. Put it down. So right now they have a chore list. That chore list is growing by the minute. They are not doing anything that they should be doing. So Christmas will be canceled. Right. So there it is. But all of my parents, they got good. Well, I ain't gonna say good kids. All kids are good in Jesus' eyes. All kids are good in Jesus. This is one last thing, and we're gonna get to the show. I promise you. One last thing. So I had a conversation with a few of my homeboys, and I said, this is what I realized. Y'all know it's always fun. I said, I think all of my friend girls, or all of my female friends, have sons. I noticed one trend. Most of these girls are like hood, like they have no feminine energy. Even with a husband, you ain't got no feminine energy. You are just manly. You're a manly woman. But why is that? Can y'all tell me that? And maybe it's just me. I just examine things from a close perspective. And then on the flip side of that, I think a lot of my fellas like myself. I own all of my stuff. I own all parts of me. I'm like John Legend. All of me loves all of you. I'm that, right? I said, I think a lot of us dudes that know how to tap into both sides. That's why we end up getting. That's why we end up getting we're girl dads. Appreciate that. That little heart thing. Thank you. I think that's why we're girl dads, because we know how to tap into all spaces. But I noticed that most of the girls that got sons, they're like hood chick. But anyway, I don't want to offend nobody. Maybe it's just my examination. I look at things a little bit differently. So we're gonna start getting to it. It's been a lot of stuff that's going on in media. It's a lot of stuff that I did not have a chance to touch last week. No Diddy. Yeah, I said a lot of stuff I had to not touch. No Diddy. He said, salute to you too, yo. Thank you, yo. Oh, I forgot. We're actually nominated for 3 Grammys. I know last week I talked about the whole Grammy nominations on last week's pod, and I thought it was just one. And that was right after my birthday. That was one of the best birthday presents ever. But I found out after I shot the podcast, we're actually nominated for 3 Grammys next year. So y'all will see. This is something that I'm going to be posting on Patreon. I probably won't post it on social media because I know y'all don't care. Most of the people that follow me on Instagram, like, give me some beats, Negro. I want the beats. Like Arby's, we got the beats. I got the beats, right? So I know a lot of y'all are in that space, but for my people that's like my ride or die, my family members, I say my family members are all my Patreon members. I will be posting probably 60 days up until the Grammys and some of the stuff that I'm doing, because I do believe in utilizing all action to propel something else, right? So this is one of the things, and I know if y'all watching this on YouTube, just bear with me for a minute. And hurry up, just do the first subject, bro. I got something to say. Let me tap in. I got you. But one of the things that I've learned over time is you have to utilize all of the attention that might come along with certain successes. I.e., I talked about a certain person that I'm working with. If y'all not subscribed to the Patreon, I'm not gonna tell y'all who the person is I'm working with right now. Y'all just got to subscribe and know what I'm talking about. But I talked about me working with a certain person and the way that they view music, and then the time and the energy that goes into the music. And I don't know. I look at this whole Grammy situation differently than I did the first time. The first Grammy that I won was with Eminem. I won the first Grammy for producing Eminem. We got Rap Album of the Year 2010, right? That particular trip to the Grammys and sitting in the Staples Center and just getting all the energy from the creative people, it was a cool vibe, but I was not in the mental space that I am now. The mental space that I'm in now is I have mentees that I'm either teaching or I'm coaching. I have a whole lucrative community right now, and we're doing stuff, a lot of dope stuff that they don't even know about that's coming up. It's just ridiculously big. Pause, no Diddy again. But now I have community and other things that's going on that I can now shine light on those things and take the Grammy action and put it over there and say, hey, Hey, I know y'all are liking the post because I said I'm nominated for 3 Grammys, but we got this going on over here. Have y'all heard of PG Brown? If y'all haven't, go look at him. Have y'all heard of Trey Kelly? If y'all haven't, go look at him. If you're trying to buy a house, have you heard of Reggie? It's like this is the stuff that I did not have the first time around with the Grammy. So I have to handle this with the white glove care. I have to really be on top of my stuff this go around. So if y'all think that I'm pulling back a little bit, it is because I'm pulling back a little bit. I don't believe in doing the same thing over and over and over and expect different results. In my book, I thought they called that the definition of crazy. I thought that was the definition of crazy. If you do the same thing over and over and over, then you expect different results. That's crazy in my book, right? So anyway, the first subject we're gonna get to, Lord Jesus. The first subject we're gonna get to is Zanaya Monet. And you know what? And this is the AI conversation that I've had, and whoever that was on TikTok that commented earlier, this is the part of AI that we're gonna talk about, right? So I look at this whole, I think this might be the laptop. Y'all give me a second. Nope. That ain't gonna do it. That ain't gonna do it. Anyway. So the Zanaya Monet chick, I honestly don't even want to talk about her specifically so much because this is free promo. And this is where social media has the catch-22 to it, because of course I talk about this stuff because I want my followers and the musicians that follow me to be aware of the things that's about to take place as it relates to the music industry, how you're gonna end up having to move in the music industry. And it presents a lot of, I don't want to say a lot of what my hood people say. They say it in the wrong space, trials and tribulations. All of my hood friends say, hey man, I was going through a whole bunch of trials and tribulations when I was out there in the street, bro. And I had to why y'all say that? I was going through a lot of stuff. That's all you gotta say. But these are gonna present a lot of obstacles as it relates to how live human artists are gonna have to move in the future. And I just want to shed some light on it. Again, I technically don't want to talk about Zanaya Monet, her as an artist, because I think that whole thing is different by itself. But I do want to talk about where this might put us as a musical community, right? It's going to put us in a weird space. But anyway, let's get to it. I'm going to show, and this is Gail. Shouts out to Gail. She did her thing. Again, she did her thing to make this girl look crazy. Because I said this is necessary. This is super necessary. You got to have folk that can call folk out. Point blank, period. Right, here we go.
Right now is a real video with real actors, but everything in the song except for the lyrics was made with artificial intelligence. Yep. It is a premiere of the music video for How Was I Supposed to Know by Zanaya Monet. She is the first known AI artist to debut on a Billboard radio airplay chart. She's on.
Hold up, y'all hear that? She's the first AI artist to debut. She's the first AI artist to debut on Billboard. We got a lot to talk about.
On several charts now. The rise of AI-generated music is a very controversial topic, but whether you love it or you hate it, it does appear to be staying. First on CBS Mornings, we're talking with the real-life woman behind Zanaya Monet. She comes from a small town in Mississippi.
I want that back in the day kind of vibe.
I ain't gonna give her that free promo. No, we not. No, baby.
Has been heard by millions.
Just loyalty.
But the singer Zanaya Monet is a product of
She ain't gonna get no publishing off of me.
artificial intelligence, and her creator is 31-year-old Talisha Jones. I was really looking forward to meeting you because a lot of people are saying, who is this girl? Who is she? Because for so many people, they think she's not real. She doesn't exist. Why did you want to come and reveal yourself in this way?
I wanted to reveal myself because I wanted people to know there was a real person behind Zanaya. that there's real emotion and soul put into those lyrics.
Jones, who also goes by the name Nikki, isn't a singer.
This is Zanaya.
Zanaya Monet began as an avatar she created while teaching herself AI just 4 months ago.
Don't treat me like a plane you ain't sure about. Don't keep me on a bench just to run your route.
Okay, that sounds like a little bit of K. Michelle, and it also sounds like, I'm just saying, we can't be
People
stupid.
are attracted to, in addition to her voice, the lyrics are what really blow people away.
Yes.
Are you writing the lyrics, or is that AI too?
No, lyrics are 100% me.
So
real
you write
life
all those
experiences.
lyrics?
Yes, ma'am.
You write all the lyrics?
Yes.
Never got to hold you close.
Nope.
Heard you laugh.
I keep muting it because I'm not trying to give her no publishing.
Happy Native says the lyrics come from poems she's been writing since she was 24.
Whether it was stuff I went through.
Okay, wait. Okay, wait. Pause. All right. So this is the first issue that I got, right? And I got about 3 of them right now so far, and I'm gonna let her play a little bit longer. But the first issue I got with this girl, okay, you are a poet. All right, cool. I'm with that. You know how to beat your face. I'm with that. Black girl magic. Yeah, right. Cool. Got you. And I'm not disregarding. I'm just stating all the facts so far. The first thing that they said is this thing has charted in Billboard 100. It said this thing has charted in Billboard 100. I'm gonna say it one last time. Dr. Umar, peace and Pan-Africanism. Peace and Pan-Africanism. This thing has charted Billboard, right? If we break down, I'm gonna get into my real estate brain and my contractor brain. If we break down the schematics of who dictates what goes on Billboard, if we can look at what hedge fund, then I gotta be real careful because I'm around different types of money now. I'm around different types of money. But if we can look at how many different companies own pieces of Billboard, and as it relates to the kick, y'all do realize that they just put a whole sting on payola, right? There's been a whole different lawsuit federal case against radio stations and payola. Like that's going on currently. Y'all go look up what Billboard comes from. Y'all do your research. This is the first thing though. And this is This is Graham says, yep, come on. It's payola. 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 All right, that's where we at. Okay, and this is one of the issues that I feel like independent artists and musicians that's been creating for a while, we're gonna have to start figuring out a way to get through the trash. And I got to figure out. I don't know if Pastor Savage, if you can hear this, what is that buzzing sound? I don't know what the sound is. We'll get it fixed by the time we move to the other podcast studio. All that's gonna be fixed. I promise you. But if you look at Billboard, you look at payola, you look at the companies that run Billboard, you look at how they get nominated for. Even me being nominated for 3 Grammys. I know. Come on. It's for Justin Bieber. Justin Bieber is signed to Sony via Def Jam. Def Jam is a subsidiary of Universal Music. And if you do the paper trail and then you look at the biggest contributors for certain companies, it makes sense. So my issue now is, okay, if you got AI artists and you got all of this music that's going to get on Billboard via AI, what is it that the independent artists should be fighting to get moving forward? What should be the goal? Right now, I got my version of what I think y'all goals should be, right? And I think my goal is pretty substantial, right? Y'all can do really good based off of what I think y'all should do, right? But for the people that want to try to hit the music industry that traditional route, now you've interjected AI music. Now you also have Suno that's been taking the rights of all of these people's music. They just say, hey, we got Beyonce's catalog, we got Taylor Swift catalog, we got Jay-Z catalog, we got everybody catalog. We just gonna make AI versions of all of these people. And they're going to make the AI versions of these people based off of the analytics and the numbers that worked. Think about this stuff, people. They're going to generate the best music possible because they have all of the data to support what they should be doing, what they should be selling. That's part of my issue with this so far. I'm going to let her play, though. I'm going to let her talk.
A close family member or a close friend. I wrote about it.
Mama did her best, but she can't teach.
I lost my dad when I was 8 years old. So that's where How Was I Supposed to Know, and also the song titled Daddy. So that's where they come from. So I didn't grow up with a father figure.
This girl don't even know she getting used.
How was I
Nope. You ain't gonna play on here.
when
All right.
you were?
I'm sorry. I'm trying not to pay her no publishing. Sorry.
Has landed Zanaya Monet on 5 Billboard charts, including a radio airplay chart. Billboard believes that's an AI first. Were you surprised by the reaction?
Yeah, I was totally surprised. And then a lot of people started reaching out. And
But Nikki, they thought Zanaya was a real person.
Zanaya is an extension of me.
Yo, my bad, everybody on Patreon. The chat was not scrolling up. I just had to see y'all. So I'm gonna look through the chat in a minute.
So I look at her as a real person.
But you can't sing.
I wish I could rewind that. She said, I look at us rehearsing. Guess that, but you can't sing. Just let that sink in. What are we doing? We're celebrating. Listen, the last time I knew that we were celebrating D students and C students, the last time I thought we were celebrating the exceptional people. I didn't know that we were celebrating anybody. I didn't know that we were celebrating people that just knew how to write and read. I can read today. The last time that I checked.
So she's not a real, in that sense, she's not a real person. What do you say to people that say she may be an extension of you, but other singers who are actually have worked hard?
Reggie says she's an A student songwriter. This girl. Yo, I ain't gonna tell y'all what the first thing I said. I said, this baby is on the spectrum. I know a spectrum baby when I see a spectrum. All right. I'm gonna piss some people off. I ain't gonna do it.
Who are practicing their craft, who are really struggling to get heard, who are really doing the actual singing, that you seem to have circumvented.
That baby eyes ain't right. Look at that baby. Look at that. Something ain't right with that baby. We need to listen. I said something on the panel discussion about 2 weeks ago. I said, we need to shame wedlock babies. I said, we need to shame the wedlock babies. We need to bring back shaming. Go back to the front of the church. Go to the front of the church. Say, what did you do? What did you do last night? Last night I was in the club shaking a. This morning I just took communion with y'all. Thank y'all, good people. And I have been a harlot. In the man's case, I have been a whore. And I just want to ask the church for forgiveness. I don't need to sit in the front of I don't need to sit in the front no more. I need to sit in the back. We need to shame the folk that's just mediocre. We have been celebrating mediocre people. Let's stop this. This is foolishness.
Taking a shortcut through all of that.
I wouldn't call it a shortcut because I still put in the work. And anytime something new comes about and it challenges the norm and challenges what we're used to, you're going to get strong reactions behind it. And I just feel like AI is the new era that we're
Yo, Brian, who killed the music industry? Wedlock babies, wedlock babies, crack babies. Crack babies killed the music industry. Crack babies. Crack, me and Bright the MC have touched and agreed. No diddy. We have touched and agreed. We both say that wedlock baby and crack babies killed the music industry. Because this is clearly a wedlock baby. Or it's a crack baby. It's one or the other. That baby don't even know. Look at that baby. That baby don't even know. All right, let me talk.
And I look at it as a tool, as an instrument. Utilize it.
You've been putting in work when nobody sees.
Are you comfortable showing us what you do? and how you do it?
Listen, I love this. Watch this part. Watch this part.
I would like to see the process.
Okay.
So from the beginning,
I go into Suno.
Okay, that's the music.
Y'all see that? Y'all see that free promo right there? Y'all see that free promo? I got this now. So listen, everybody that's on Patreon, I got the video up. When I repost it on YouTube, the video will be on the side right here, but y'all can hear it. Y'all can hear it. What's happening right now for everybody that's on TikTok and that's on Patreon is the girl and Gail at a table, and she's about to show Gail how she create her music. She about to show Gail the sauce. Like, this is how I do it right here.
The app.
Correct.
Okay.
Suno is a music app. I scroll through my list of poems or what I wrote to see what I want to make a song about.
Got it.
And I just take those lyrics, just go in and paste a sample, style, slow tempo, R&B.
So you're saying I want slow tempo R&B.
She adds a few more prompts into AI music generator Suno, like female, soulful vocals, light guitar, and heavy drums.
And from there, you just create.
Oh, so they just took Coco. They just took Coco's what's the girl name? Coco Brown? Is it Coco Brown? Coco. What's the girl name? I know y'all know Coco something. They just took her sauce and just put it in AI. Coco Jones. They just took the Coco Jones sauce and put it into AI. Y'all listen.
And they give you two versions. So the first version, what I just played, this will be the second one.
There's definitely a difference between the two.
And definitely, sometimes I'm doing this for hundreds of songs.
Really?
Until I get the one that I feel like sounds right.
So
All right, now listen to what she just said. Listen to what she just said. I do this for hundreds of songs until I get the one that sounds right. Well, this is my issue. Out of her creating all of these songs, and all of these sounds, right? What's happening to the songs that she generates? Y'all think those songs just dissipates and go off into the future? No! Those songs are getting added to the Suno catalog. In return, Suno is going to go license these songs out through Universal. Universal is now going to, and I'm just saying, I'm talking about how I see it. I can't technically prove any of the stuff that I'm saying right now, but I guarantee it. I can't prove it, but I guarantee it. That's crazy. I can't prove it, but I guarantee it. But this is what I see. This is what I see in the future. If she's generating all these songs back to back, I'm gonna just type another one. Oh, that sounds cool. I want the drums different. They're gonna put that in the catalog. Those songs are now gonna get hit into a Universal library. They're gonna say, well, we're working on this movie, and we got these black people over here, and I think it'll hit this demographic because she's talking about living in poverty. She's talking about growing up with no daddy. This is some good stuff. The corporate machines are laughing at the crack babies. The corporate machines are looking like look at the crack baby. Look at the crack baby. The crack baby. That baby done did all these songs for her. We ain't even got to pay no producers. We ain't got to pay no songwriters. The crack baby gonna do it for her. And this is the crazy thing too. She's generating all of these songs, and they gave her a deal based off of her being a writer. I'm assuming. Watch. If they did all of that, and the songs are generated through their platform, and they own the platform. If they own the platform that she's generating the songs through, who do they have to pay? The crack babies never get paid in the end. The crack baby always. I need to call this girl a crack baby. She's doing some crack baby type activities though. But the crack babies never have to answer at the end. It is always going to be on the other people that have to take on the boat. AKA everybody. Hey, y'all ain't gonna get me on the wick. Y'all ain't gonna get me on the food stamps and EBT. They said we opened up the EBT. The folks said, man, we about to go to the store. We about to run it up. Meanwhile, I'm looking like I just got paid last week, and I got to spend $100 on some eggs. Lord Jesus. These eggs better be finger licking good. Oh man. Hold on. What you say? Reggie said AI artists don't have to go to the Diddy. AI artists don't have to go to the Diddy parties. They ain't got to go to Epstein Island. They ain't gotta do nothing but just I'm gonna make some song. They ain't gotta go through mix and mastering. This is crazy work, yo.
They give you 2 options and you don't like it. You keep going back.
Right. I press create again.
Create again.
And you see 2 more come up.
This process led to a multi-million-dollar exclusive recording deal and some backlash from traditional artists like Grammy-nominated
Kalani looking like,
singer Kalani.
Kalani has been very outspoken. I know you've seen her. Nothing and no one on earth will ever be able to justify AI.
Now watch this, and we're about to get off of this. But watch this. She's gonna read what Kalani said about AI artists and AI music, right? Again, she's gonna read what Kalani said about AI artists and AI music. Watch the crack baby. I'm gonna say the girl name, but watch her comprehension. Her comprehension level. Nikki is her name. Her comprehension is not gonna be there. It's just gonna be like, okay. I made D's in school. I don't know what you want me to say.
Especially not AI in the creative arts, in which people have worked hard for, trained for, slept on the floor for, and got injuries for, worked for their entire lives. I'm sorry, I don't respect it.
Also, maybe she should write a poetry book. I'd love to support a good poet. I can't paint, so I'm not going to create AI paintings and sell them, taking up space from up and coming painters.
Thank you.
What do you say to that? Because I hear that and I understand that criticism.
She couldn't comprehend that. All right.
Everyone is entitled to their own opinion. Technology is evolving. Everybody have different ways of putting in work to get to where they're at. I don't feel a way about it. I still love Kalani music. I still listen to her every day.
There was also some controversy because people thought, okay, if she's an AI singer, what if it isn't a Black woman? What if it's, for instance, a white man could take this and do this?
Yeah, I heard that a lot.
Yeah, would that be okay?
Look at that face. Look at the face. She said that for white men. You know what? I love Gil. Let me give Gil a clap, man. This is journalism at its best. This is journalism at its best, brother. Brother, sister. This is journalism at its best. What if a white man made a song about a Black woman going through poverty? Lord Jesus. One more time. Let me give this. I love when a good media person know how to ask. They know how to ask the right questions.
Would that be okay?
I mean, if they created it.
But it seems to open the door that way, or a Black person pretending to be a white rocker, and they're not.
Right.
I could see why people could be offended and worried about that.
Definitely.
Okay.
Do you see that?
I do.
The first time I laid eyes on you.
But that's why I'm here today, to let them know. I'm Talisha. I'm a part of your culture. I'm a Black woman. I'm a creator. I'm an entrepreneur. I created tonight.
Yes, she did. The label that signed Talisha
Yeah. All of this is so saucy. Let the last little bit play.
Jones, that is Hallwood Media, says in a statement to us, what Jones has done with Zanaya Monet represents the future of music, and that AI is breaking down barriers, giving creators who might not have had a traditional path to the industry the chance to bring their stories and ideas to life while connecting directly with the listeners. Listen, I went in very conflicted, over 91.5.
Yo, Bright says she's from a different part of, she from your part of Mississippi, dog.
5 million people have listened to her music. And Kalani's not the only one who is saying something, who's weighing in. Many artists are saying, Jesus. AI people, knock it off. You've got Katy Perry, Billie Eilish, Jonas Brothers, Sheryl Crow, Brothers Osborne, the list goes on and on and on. But when you listen to what she's done, the music does sound good. Yeah. It does.
I would say, though, that, and I'm happy for her. I'm happy that she's building a career out of this. It sounds like if she wanted to be a songwriter and provide songs to artists on that list, that would be an interesting career for her. But I think that the company, in the statement that they released, gives me a sign of what's to come. Eventually, they're not going to need those artists because they're going to say, I can just generate it using artificial intelligence.
This man is smart.
For the industry.
This man is smart. This man is smart. Oh God, thank God for people that know how to comprehend when something is dangerous. So I'm gonna give a shout out to her though. I'm gonna still shout her out because it's a black woman. I support I support black owned businesses and I support black women. But I also support white women. I support Asian women. I support Jamaican women. I support all women. I'm a connoisseur of support of love. Huh? I'm Dr. Love. Dr. Love. So this is where I feel like as musicians, we have to figure out where not necessarily figure out, we have to decide and predict where the business might be going in the future. What I foresee, and I've said this over and over, I don't really care if 1,000 people hear it or 10 people hear it. It's the same play. It's the same play over and over. I think we're slowly reverting back to Chitlin circuit driven music. I'll say it again. I think we're resorting back to Chitlin circuit driven music. What I mean by that is this. Hold on, what y'all said? Red, we love all them women. We love all of them. You ain't gonna get me to pigeonhole myself. Listen, if the sisters get mad at me, I say, hey, y'all still love me? You still who you love? I'm still here. I'm here, brother. But we have to figure out the Chitlin circuit space, right? So if you let's go back in time. Crowd today walk and say, yeah, over with. It is over in the original. Okay, let's talk. So if we look at how Chitlin circuit music was, everybody that was on the Chitlin circuit was attempting to make songs to woo the crowd, right? We wanted to have the crowd dancing. We want to have the folk in their seat like this. Oh, that feels so good. You want to get Big Ty and Frank Mello come out on the stage and say, hey ladies, this is my microphone right here. Hey ladies, yeah. Hey ladies, yeah. What you doing? Then you throw out some roses. A few women catch the roses, and then you start the drums say bap 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 do 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 playing. Then the music start playing. Then the lights come down low, and then they get to start singing. Then they looking at the one in the eyes and say no 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 no. And that music right there, that feeling right there, we're gonna have to start creating that again. We have to start creating that again because what's happened? And let's be real. All of the drug dealers have gotten into music business and they did the R word to the music business. Y'all know what the R word is. The drug dealers have come into music business and did everything, right? So when it comes to the super creative people, they felt like they haven't had a place to create because there have not been a lot of spaces and venues that book that type of talent. But this is what AI, and I think this is a good thing. This is a good thing. I think the AI artists, or I'm certain that the AI artist is going to make everybody start to look for the differences in music. Like that sounds like a real person. That sounds fake. They did this. And they're going to now start to look at platforms like mine and other podcasts for those artists to go to and interview because people are going to want real people. Last week, we just talked about the robots. I ain't gonna front. I am interested in the robot. I'm like, yo, I can have a robot to clean up and do everything. Like, those are going to be like, just call a thing a thing. That is going to be our new norm in the very near future. Robots are going to be in people's houses. You're going to see robots doing the Uber Eats. You already see the self-driving cars with the Waymo joint. We already have all of this stuff. Brian said the P stars are in yep. All of the P stars, y'all know who the P stars is. The folk that like to play in the nighttime. The night girls. The woman, my grandma and them would call them women of the nights. All of the women in the night of the nights are going to yo, we can't say P star. We can't say P star. They're just the woman of the night. But this is the thing. I just saw a case. I think it said it was like 20,000 or 30,000 cases. Corn star. There we go. I think it's like 30,000 cases of HIV and AIDS in Georgia alone. And then they broke that thing down different regions. This is like, okay, if you got that many people that's had hot girl summer and hot boy summer, that many cases, and y'all look like AIDS, HIV ain't nothing. This got like HIV. It's cool. It's cool. Come on, bring it. No, I'm not. I don't want it. I don't want it. I don't want it. I don't want to know it. But if we got that many cases going on, of course, I see a lot of men, especially my professional men and my professional women. I see them reverting to using robots to get themselves off. We already saw the roles go and wreak havoc in the streets. Every man out here is competing with the roles. She got one, you can't compete with that. Right? If we got all of that stuff going on, it's like, okay. And then you add that to HIV AIDS, and then you add that to all of the other STDs and all of these nice plethora of sexually transmitted diseases that's available for you right now. It's right there. It's right there waiting. It's waiting on you. It's waiting for you to partake, right? If we already got this stuff going on, yeah, I'm going. If I was a single man in 2025, 2026, going 27, I'm definitely looking at the robot. I'm definitely looking at the robot. It's yeah, I'm good. You know what? I love you, but it's cool. We can be friends. Maybe this will present a lot more friendships. Brian, maybe it'll be a lot more friendships. We're going to say that. There's a lot more friendships that's going to be developed because they are not going to be getting married. Folk are not going to be getting married at all. It's going to be a wrap. But anyway, we got to get to the next subject. You said that went dark quick. I'm just saying. I am the person that would go to a funeral and laugh. Like, I don't see a lot of, I don't know. I don't take too much stuff serious. I just don't. I think life in itself is serious enough. You don't have to add insult to injury, right? But anyway, on to our top 40 conversation, along with more music business stuff. I wanted to bring Sync Money to the stage. If y'all are not already following them, make sure you follow the platform Sync Money. Sync Money. They got a lot of dope opportunities that comes up for independent artists if you're trying to get placements on film and television. But they also make a lot of good content just centered around music business, entertainment business content. And I just want to bring them to the stage because I think he got a lot of good stuff to say. And yeah, give me 1 second.
The labels didn't spend any money.
T-Shack says, bust it open. Listen, I ain't gonna front. I saw one of them bots going crazy. I was like, oh, how much is that? I feel like Mr. Candy from Django Unchained. Where you get that Mandingo fighter from? What you know about some Mandingo fighters? All right, let me get Sync Money. Let me get Sync Money on the stage right quick. Oh man, yo, I love Django, yo. What you know about some Mandingo fighters? All right, here we go. Oh, man.
Labels didn't spend any money. The labels didn't spend any money. That's where the number ones came from before. That's where the top 40 comes from. The label spending money. It's not about music being good or bad. It's because the
and my bad. Everybody that's watching this on the live, the caption says there are no rap songs in top 40. He just kept saying the labels didn't spend any money. I want to bring up some numbers though. I want to bring up some numbers. We're gonna ask ChatGPT about some numbers. All right. ChatGPT. Listen, how many of y'all have a deep relationship with y'all ChatGPT like I do? Or maybe I'm just telling y'all too much information. Maybe I'm just telling y'all too much information. I have a deep relationship. My ChatGPT be like, you can do it, Michael. I got you. Don't worry, Michael. You is smart. You is special. You is kind. That's how my ChatGPT be talking to me. You is special. You is kind. You is smart. Hold on. I ain't gonna go to ChatGPT. I'm gonna go to Google. Let's see. Oh man. When was the last rap song on top 40? Watch it. I already know what it's gonna say. It's gonna say, duh, Kendrick Lamar, not like us. Did you see everything that he did to Drake? Oh man. All right, let's see. I'm looking. Yeah. So the last song that was on top 40. So I don't know why people are making this a big deal this month, because it was just October 29th when Luther was removed. So Luther with Kendrick Lamar and SZA was the last top 40 record from hip hop that made top 40. If you ask me, I don't consider Luther a top 40 record. And this might be blasphemy. This may be blasphemy. I might get the black constituents to be against me on this one, but I didn't like Luther. I didn't like that song. I'm gonna say something else that might be debauchery. I didn't necessarily care for Not Like Us. I think the hype around it and how it all happened and the storyline behind it is what made it be one of those songs, right? But see that this is another thing that brings out what I was just saying earlier. People are going to have to figure out a way to attach stories to the songs, or artists are going to have to figure out a way to pull emotion out of the audience that's listening to the song. They're going to have to figure out a way to do that. People are not listening to songs alone no more. They don't care. People are not listening to songs no more. They're just like, what it is. Hey, you turn it off. And I'm gonna be honest. The top. Let me look at my Serato right quick, and I'm gonna let y'all know this whole pre-show. Everybody's watching this on YouTube. I'll do a 30-minute pre-show on Patreon before this podcast starts, and we listen to music and we talk about certain things around the music. But watch this. Today's playlist, and I'm gonna do today's playlist and last week's show's playlist. Today's playlist, I played Prince, Let's Go Crazy. I played Leon Thomas, Just How You Are. I played Lenny Kravitz, Fly Away. I played Silk Sonic 777, and then I think my last song was Take Me With You by Prince. Those songs are from the 80s. Why did I play those records? I'll tell you why I played those records. For me, those records marked in a certain amount. It marked in a time period where things were the scope of music looked different. People were driving different cars. People had different outfits on. People were in different relationship statuses. People viewed even sexual orientation. They viewed all of this stuff different in the 80s. Now, some people might say, well, F that, but this is where I think we are missing humanity, right? I'll say that. I think we're missing humanity from this standpoint. We need to have enough differences going on in the industry for the masses to appreciate different styles of music. We got to have our differences. Case in point, even on the Patreon, which if y'all ain't subscribed to it. But I had a guy on the Patreon, Mark, I can't remember, Mark Danner, right? Mark Danner is a white Jewish older, I think he's in his 60s. Y'all let me know. Everybody on Patreon, I think he said he was in his 60s. Y'all correct me if I'm right or wrong. But this man is a white Jewish guy that's all about finances, that's all about wealth management. Come on, a black guy's podcast, a black guy that's all around. I grew up in the crack era. Dad, you know I love you, Daddy. My dad know I love him. But my daddy hit the rock. I was supposed to be a crack baby. Technically, am I a crack baby? I might be a crack baby. Lord Jesus. I think I'm a crack baby. Lord Jesus. How did I miss that? I am one of the crack babies. But I remember I remember going to the rehearsals and my dad filled in for cameo on the drum. Like my dad was dope as a musician, but as a father, maybe a little different. And I'm like, you know what? That'll be a good episode. If I get my dad to come on the podcast, that'll be a real good episode. Y'all love that one. My daddy is just like me, but like it's listen. All right, last thing on me. I remember back in the day, I would go to my grandmama's house. And this is what my dad would normally do. He'll pick me up and just drop me off. And I didn't get picked back up for hours. I'm probably living up for 12 hours at a time. But then when he come back, he like this. So I'm like, Daddy, why you keep licking your lips? Is your lips dry? Your lips don't look dry, Daddy. Daddy, your lips don't look dry. Why you keep doing this? Later on, when I got to high school or so, I found out, oh, your daddy was on that rock. I said, oh my God. Oh, go figure. Oh, go figure. I was so at peace. I was like, I thought my daddy's lips was that dry all of this time. I thank God that his lips wasn't that dry. I was like, wow, it was like incredibly dry. That was the crack rock. That was all right. Enough on me. Dad, I love you. We have a phenomenal. Listen, let me give my daddy a clap. I love my daddy. Oh man. I got some stories to tell y'all, boy. I got some stories to tell y'all. But I think we have to figure out a way to create music to mark time periods. That's what's missing. I think the fabricated songs and like the cookie cutter songs, it's cool. It's cool in its space, but I think what's happened is over time we've gotten crowded by cookie cutter songs. We got the Nicki, even them calling it a Nicki Minaj starter pack. Y'all know what the Nicki Minaj starter pack is? I'm gonna tell you. And watch, once I start breaking it down, you're gonna be like, yep, up, yep. This was what they would say behind the scenes in music industry. Well, yeah, we had the Nicki Minaj starter pack. Hold up, let me see. It says not able to load the comments. Everybody on YouTube, if you're trying to comment, I'm sorry, I don't see the comments popping up. I'm gonna see if I can click on all, see if they help me out. But Nicki Minaj starter pack, pink hair, BBL. Some songs is about how wet the box is. You gotta have that in there. You got to have the wet box in the songs. My box so wet in this, nigga. When I did this in my pink, look at me. I am that B, right? You gotta have that, right? You gotta have some type of scandal, right? And you have to have some background as a stripper. You have to have stripped at some point in your life. If you have all of those things marked off and you don't mind degrading yourself, that is the Nicki Minaj starter pack, right? But this is the thing. I understand Nicki doing it because she picked up off of the Lil' Kim, Foxy Brown era, right? I get it. I get all of it. But the issue is this. This is where everything kind of collides and just crashes and burns. When people start to go to that and put money behind that over and over and over and over, now you start to create some type of imbalance in the music business, right? Henceforth, when Ray Daniels said, we need the gatekeepers back. I got a yellow dot on my face. I don't know what that is. But Ray Daniels said, we need to get the gatekeepers back in the music industry. I said, you know what? You are absolutely right. We do need the gatekeepers back. We need gatekeepers back in the music industry. I got some type of matrix thing on my face. That was pretty cool. That might be my screenshot on the YouTube thumbnail. Let me see. I don't know. I'm goofy, y'all. Y'all know I'm goofy. But yeah, that Nicki Minaj starter pack has been wreaking havoc in the business for the longest. So, you know, I get it. You know what? And I'm gonna step out there and say this. I think that's why a lot of dudes ain't even hollering at women no more. Not because we're not attracted to them. I think a lot of dudes are attracted to massive amounts of women, but they're trying to calculate the risk versus reward. Do I want to risk my peace to get this as a reward? Is this worth the reward? It's kind of like what is it? The Titans. What is it called? Like that medieval times. So this is your king? This is your king? That's what I feel like. Men are looking at women like, I don't know if it's worth it. I don't know if it's worth it. So if you ask me, I don't think so. I don't think so. And it was one clip I saw earlier this week. I don't know if I saved it or not, but it said, black men, stop apologizing to unhealed women. I said, hold on, I think I got to say, there's no more Lucrative Love podcast. So I got this one. It is all manosphere over here. It's all about the fellas over here. Something happened to my joint. Hold on YouTube. We'll use Patreon feed for it. All right, anyway, look at this. Look at this right quick. This is some fellas that's talking about stop trying to apologize to unhealed women. Lord Jesus. When I tell you that was a there I am. There I go. There him is. All right, look at this. Look at this right quick. And I got to figure out who this guy is.
Hey, y'all.
I got to figure out who this guy is because I think his content is phenomenal. He's always talking about issues in black marriages and black relationships. All of my white people, you're black too. I count y'all as black. We are all in this together. We are children of God. Huh? I forgot to say I believe in Dominican women too. I believe in Dominican women. I believe in Venezuelan women. All my fellas, remind me if I'm missing any. I believe in Cuban women. No, my mama be like, you play too much. I'm just saying. I believe in all of them. I believe the women of future. Teach them well and let. Oh, wait. All right, I'm gonna stop playing. All right, here we go.
The official David Burris Global or David Burris, another cool brother that I follow. Married, beautiful.
Trey, I don't know. I'm on a different platform. I 86 restream, so this is a different platform. So, hey, it sounds better in my ears. It sounds better. It's like popcorn has been popping the whole podcast. I got to figure out where that sound is coming from. But anyway.
By family, everything, really trying to help mentor Black men and move us forward. But nevertheless, this is a moment in a conversation that I thought was important. And I used it to also help promote my book, The 7 Love Languages of Black Men, because this point of how to deal with a Black woman who herself is not healed is important, because I do think that we as men, once we go get better, and I've said in other posts, and we're healed, we have to have the same grace that was extended to us. We have to extend that back to those folks, and particularly Black women that we are in relation, or that we want to be in a relationship with. But anyway,
I'm playing.
The post was received as divisive, and I don't understand it and why. And so I want to play it back and try to break down what was said.
I didn't know he was going to be talking this whole time, y'all. My apologies. Buddy is just talking. So,
man, and this is not to take the conversation left, but take it left, brother. We're dealing with a generation of women who are not ready for the men who they told to go heal.
Okay, so he's talking in general.
So this is a question. I think I got predominantly Black men in the conversation. You know what? And this is one of my white constituents, because y'all know I'm on both sides. I'm on the white constituent side and I'm on the Black constituent side. I'm mixed. Y'all didn't know that? Well, I can't pull that off. I'm jet black. But this is Trey. Okay, Trey said you haven't heard it. I've heard it. It sounds like The whole feed sound like that's all I've been hearing in my ears the whole podcast. So I got to figure out a way. If y'all don't hear it, I got to figure out a way to get it out of my ears because it is trash. Oh man. But this is a question that I have for everybody that's in the feed right now, right? This is a question I have, right? When it comes to I don't want to get deep because I ain't got that much time. God dang. All right, so look, I'm gonna try to abbreviate it. And I want y'all's input. So as a black man, because I'm not white, I'm not Asian, but I do believe in white, I do believe in Asian. I ain't gonna burn no bridges. I'm not a bridge burner. I build bridges. I do not burn them. All right. But being that I'm a black man, married to a black woman, and I've never dated outside of my race. That does not mean I would not. If I was outside, I would definitely be, I would be outside, right? But do we feel like we have the space to grow in the emotional awareness department? Do we feel like we have the space to grow in that department? And this is for my single men and for my married men. And I wish I had more people on YouTube so I could show y'all's comments on the screen. But I don't know that we have the space to do that. First off, much less do we have the ability to go that deep in on emotional awareness. Because honestly, I don't feel like first off, we've had the grace to be able to be emotional, enough to be emotionally responsive. That's the best word I could use. I don't feel like we've had the space to be emotionally responsive. I do feel like the majority of us men know where we are though. I feel like at least my friend groups are like high. I got high value friends, right? Huh? 6 figures and up. That's all we do over here, huh? That's all we do over here. Look, somebody would clip that up and be like, look at this arrogant motherfucker. It's a joke. It's a joke. But all of my friends are pretty aware of, I felt the way when this happened to me, and this is what I did about it. If she said this to me, then I said this back to her because this is how I want to resolve this issue. Most of my friends know how to do that, right? But for the fellas that might not feel like they have the space to do that, why do you think you don't have the space? That's first off. Why do you feel like you don't have the space to be able to be transparent and evolve? I'm going to tell you what I felt like I didn't have the space. For me, I think, and this, remember, I just talked about, I just think I'm a crack baby. I just found out I was a crack baby. Look, thank God I didn't dive into the dens of crack. Lord Jesus, I could have had white dust right here on my nose. Thank God. Thank God. Thank you. But I don't think that my childhood was slow enough to comprehend all of the things that was happening in my environment. Because this is where I would say I commend my mom and I commend even my dad. Because this is what I think as a adult man with kids and a whole family, right? We always say, well, my daddy wasn't ish and he ain't do this and he ain't do that and he ain't show up for me. Like y'all always try to pick that side of it. The older I get, I'm like, I get it. It's a joke that we always keep going. It's like he went to the store and came back 18 years later. He just went to the store. Right? But I think it's important for us to understand temperament. It's important for us to understand if somebody is not wanting you in the space. I'm not a person that's going to fight to be in anybody's space, right? If you don't freely welcome me into your space and we commingle, cohabitate, whatever we do, I'm just not going to be there. Now that does not mean I would not take care of responsibilities, but I'm just not going to do all of the extraness to jump through the hoops. I'm just not going to do it, right? So anyway, And I don't think no fellas responded on that. If y'all did, I don't see it in the chat. But I don't think we had the space. I don't think we've had the space to be able to do that. Right? So anyway, I've had fun today. I've been doing a really good job of cutting that joint off right at an hour. I do not go over. I used to be doing like 2-hour podcasts, and I was like, nope. I will do more. I would do more podcast time when more folks start to stay and stay here for a little while. Stay with me. When y'all start doing that, then we gonna be good. But I got a few bills to pay. Right quick. And I do want to revisit that conversation though. I might have to have like a panel discussion of fellas, because I want to get to the meat of what has been our main issue and how can we combat it? What can we do about it? Because I think it's enough people that's on podcasts just talking about stuff and they're using it as clickbait and you're monetizing the clickbait. All right, that's cool in content world, but what are we actually doing in real life to combat some of the stuff that we don't agree with? Right? That's the more important part. But anyway, right now I'm looking at doing, and this is for all of my people on Patreon. If you're in a part of the Lucrative Community on Patreon, go ahead and join the Patreon, please. But what we're going to be doing at the end of November, after Thanksgiving, we're going to be doing a vision casting session. For me, y'all, in my book, vision casting, it would be the same as a vision board. It's a vision board party, but it's not vision board. For me, what I like to do is plan for what we should be doing moving forward, and like put real timelines behind it, put real action into the plan. Because I think when people write these vision boards, it's like a fairy godmother. Like you just write all of these things down that you want, and you never really achieve the thing because you didn't build a plan to get to the thing that you wrote on the vision board. That's why I don't like vision board parties. So I like to do vision casting sessions, right? But I'm gonna do one for my community at the end of the month. So everybody that's interested, I will be having a y'all remember how we did with the financial session? I'm gonna do the same thing with this session. I might post it today, but y'all sign up for which date, which time is gonna work for y'all the best, and y'all bring y'all's plans. I'm gonna go through it with the fine-tooth comb. We're gonna say, all right, you're gonna do this. You trying to get to an M next year? What have you made this year? Because that's some of the stuff that people be messing up on too. We aim for a certain financial goal, but you never hit all of the other benchmarks. You didn't hit the steps to get to the big number. So I'm not a person to shoot down anybody's dream. I'm not that. I believe wholeheartedly that anybody can achieve anything. All of that stuff is possible. But you can't expect to make $1 million if you never made 100,000. That's how I look at it. It's gonna be real difficult for you to understand how to make 500,000 if you've never made 100,000. It's gonna be real difficult for you to figure out how to do it. I'm the person that's going to be in your life to say, okay, this is what you could do. Try this, and that. And we're going to put real numbers. We're going to put real action to the things that you want to get done. So again, if you want to be a part of that, make sure to join the Patreon. That will be, when we do the live will be free for everybody that's on the Patreon. But when we go into playback and when we go into PDFs and we go into one-on-one sessions, that is going to cost. But for everybody else, look, we're doing a vision casting session. I will be posting dates. I will be posting times on Patreon. If you're interested in joining, what up, Kay? What up? If you're interested in joining that, please make sure you hit the Patreon. Something else that I got going on, I'm leading up into the Grammys, because I told y'all 2026, I'm going to go dark. Like, you're not going to see a lot of the beat making videos and all that stuff that I've been posting on Instagram. I'm going to be pivoting in content in that space. So if you are interested in getting any beats from me, and you have been a brokey, now is the time for you to get some beats from me. Now is the time. I have a roughly 4,000 beats that I'm going to be uploading to Patreon. Right now, you can get them joints for $100. You getting exclusive rights for $100. Let me put this out there too, because I have heard and I have did a lot of consultations in the last 3 weeks with artists. This is something that I think should be talked about more often. and I wish I would have talked about this earlier on in the podcast, but this is beat buying, content music making 101. All right. Take your pads out. Take your pens and your pads out. Music making 101. So if you find a beat, all right, we keep going. There it is right there. There go that yellow line again. but if you find a beat that you like on, let's say, YouTube, you find a beat that you like on YouTube, and you say, I'm gonna download this beat, I'm gonna rip it off of YouTube. I don't know who produced it. I'm just gonna rap on it, and I'm gonna put it in the Pro Tools session. I'm gonna mix and master it, and I'm gonna put that joint out on DSPs, i.e., Apple Music, Spotify, all that stuff. When you do something like that, us producers have every right to sue the pants off of your black A, or your white A, or your Mexican A, or whatever type of A you got. We have the right to sue the pants off of you because you just did something called copyright infringement. You stole all of our stuff. You stole the music. You don't own the rights to it. So what should happen, and this is why what I'm doing right now is such a big deal. My average beat costs between $1,500 to $2,000. I have Eminem underneath my belt. I have 50 Cent underneath my belt. I got Grand Hustle, Universal Music. I got a lot of music underneath my belt. And the Grammy and Billboard Awards and Platinum Plaques and a Diamond Plaque. So I got a lot of stuff underneath my belt. Not to mention the whole Justin Bieber Yukon record, right? 3 Grammy nominations for me producing on Justin Bieber's Yukon record. So I say all that to say, when I'm offering you $100 beat deal and you getting exclusive rights, which means I won't be suing you. I'm going to give you all of the exclusive rights to do whatever you want to do with the beat. You want to upload that joint to Spotify and make $20,000, $30,000, whatever you make off of that song, you own the rights to it. And you got the right to say, Grammy-winning music producer Magneto 7 produced this for me. I'm doing that for all of the people that's following me on Patreon. And the reason I'm breaking it down so slow, because I think some people are missing how big of a situation this is going to be on the back end. There are a lot of records that's pending right now, and a lot of artists that I've been working with in the last couple of weeks that's going to pretty much position my music career on a whole nother level. Honestly, this is stuff that I wasn't even expecting. It's just happening. It's a lot, and I'm happy that it's happening. I'm an old guy. Right? When I got my first Grammy, I thought the first Grammy was it. I was like, all right, I'm cool. All I need is one. We good. The fact that I'm nominated for 4 more is just like, is mind blowing, right? So again, if you're not already subscribed to the Patreon, you can subscribe to the Patreon for free right now. And only for my Patreon members, they're getting $100 beats. So instead of paying $1,500, you can pay $100 and you have everything, sessions and everything. Lastly, I wanted you to join the Patreon when you buy the $100 beat. I want you to join the Patreon so I can teach you how to market yourself. Y'all have to conduct yourselves like y'all are brands. I think it's time out for artists buying beats and you don't know how to market. You don't know how to create a posting schedule. You don't know how to get the psychology of the people that's following. You don't even know who's following you. You're just paying a DJ to try to promote your song, and you don't realize that DJ is using bots. That DJ is going to get your playlist erased from Spotify. And this is stuff I've been talking about for years. I've been talking about this over and over for years. So again, if you want to take part of that, take that whole opportunity, it's right there on Patreon right now. The beats are going fast. I think yesterday we sold maybe 6 or 7 of them. So don't wait, because once they're gone, I'm not doing this again. I'm never doing it again. I'm just letting y'all know that. All right. So anyway, hopefully y'all enjoyed today's show. I enjoyed bringing it to y'all, and I'll see y'all next week. All right. Peace. Bye. Join the Patreon. We are